the bearer of bad news, but I got some news. Yeah, I'm back. I was gone for a sec, now I'm back. On a unwanted vacation where I was at. Time to get the thoughts right back in my head. Bearer of bad news, yeah, I'm back. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I got some news, yeah, I'm back. First day out, all I needed pad and something to write with. Going out, now I'm in the booth and I'm going in. Feel some type of way, well I tell you now I feel the same. Ain't nobody give me a pop, man, to piss in. Mama never held my hand, running around wildin'. Glenn, that's what the older Zoes call me. My god brother KG, blacker than any African, but he's smoother than any criminal that I ever seen. Y'all already know who my right hand man is, Mr. Teflon, any living little Pakistan. Man, I missed my man while I was gone in the can. All I had time to do, man, was sit back and think, reconstruct my brain. Now I'm ready to get back in the paint. Double dribble, turnover. Now I'm playing defense. Hardcore in the water is more like single swim. The way that I'm smoking, call it the ocean twins.
Kwik. Kwik. Dungeon. He locked down in the dungeon, man. Yeah. Cause he told on his man. Dungeon. Now, a lot of people, you know, they're in a dungeon. Stuck. No way out. And when you're in a dungeon, what else can you do, honestly, but plot out on a way out? How can you get out? But that's really towards the end, right? There's honestly a key how to get out of the dungeon. But a lot of people, they don't want to face that part of the key or the fashion of being able to do that because it takes balls. It takes fire. It takes, honestly, being who I am, dog. Because it's an outskirt. It's something that's so far-fetched. It's something that people, they're going to, you know, shy you for if you don't deliver it right. But why people in the dungeon, a lot of people just in life in the dungeon, stuck in the dungeon and can't get out. They don't figure it out. And it's almost like they leave this life and have to go through a whole nother life to be able to figure it out. Well, it's October, right? It's 2021, dog. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? It's the day after the full moon, to be real with you. It's the mode of completion. And being about the dungeon, dog, I got one of my own partners, and they in the dungeon. And I'm going to be real with you. I told my partner this, and this is why I'm doing this. It's time to do this. Like, I don't care how nobody feel, nothing like that. Nothing. I don't care how nobody feel. Like, for real, I am who I am. Like, god dang me, like, for real, y'all gotta understand in a whole nother sense, this ain't about you, and I don't care how you feel. But one of my partners, you know, they're in a dungeon. But what they in the dungeon for? Like, why they in the dungeon? There's things that leads up to dungeons. He in the dungeon, honestly, because he told. He snitched, he went against the code. Yeah, my own partner. Now, I ain't even gonna lie to you, I ain't gonna give nobody else no spotlight on this. Y'all dead bodies walk around that done told and not freed. This ain't for y'all, this is for my own partner. I told him I was gonna do this. Before all this, before he went to go even do his time he doing right now, before he went in the dungeon, I told him I was gonna do this. I said this, like, straight up, I'm gonna even say it to y'all before I tell the story, is I told him that, bruh, the only way to get freed out of this is that you have to speak on this and you tell everybody about what happened. Because he wanted to keep his image. You got to understand it's an image. I'm trying to speak to y'all about the paradigm, the conscious versus the subconscious. He wants to keep this image. It's an image, a state of being. So much that he doesn't want to change the paradigm or lose it. But honestly, he's already drawn out that picture. even though it's not being said. And I told him that the only way that it's gonna happen, I said, man, if you go and you get big time, bro, I said, that's the first indication. I said, and after a little bit, after 10 years, I said, if you don't get out, if you don't slide out on the Bucks, I said, I'm gonna put it out. And this was a confirmation between me and him before him sliding. So that's why I don't want to hear nothing, bitch. Like, for real, for real. Take it up with God. Straight up. Take it up with God. Run that. Take it up with God. So to be real with you, he went against the code. In the sense of when we was young, you got to think about the paradigm. I got to show y'all how to do this in the street frame. Like, I straight up, shout out to the spirit, let run it. Like, in the sense of the paradigm and shit from being real, you know what I mean, and sticking to the code. When we was out there, we were running it. Like, for real, when we say Jungle Boys, man, a lot of y'all rep it, say that, but y'all not the real ones. I'm talking about the real ones, younger than the ones that were older that were doing it. Pulling the most ones out here, pulling licks, you heard? And the situation necessarily happened. As a young bucks, you gotta remember our code, our principles to the streets is being 1,000, not folding. So honestly, I'm gonna break it down a little bit for you. For that being the paradigm, and by us getting into a situation, the situation happened where we had to go to the precinct. The precinct we went to was the precinct in the manor. Y'all don't even know about the precinct in the manor. You gotta go way back for that. It was the precinct in the manor. So our code is to be real. So going against the code, and that, especially in an ice cold setting like that, when there's multiple of us in the precinct, you get what I'm saying? To be able to see this happen, and what is it that happens, right? To see this pat on the back, you know what I'm saying? And say that you did a good job, you're going home. See, I'm not reading the script, you get what I'm saying? I'm telling you exactly what's in the script. And all of us already looking at each other like, whoa, we already know what's going on. But we jit, being like this and jit, being like this and jit. So we jit. So you gotta understand, our paradigm is to be 1,000, to be straight up 1,000 to the code. You gotta understand, by him even breaking that code right there, it's still messing up the paradigm till now, because I haven't done this till now. So I really don't want to hear. Like, nah, man, this nigga broke the code. And a lot of people, they run around, you know what I'm saying, and they talking about, you know what I mean, other people. And, you know, this nigga here, you know what I mean, he really got a high name in the city, for real. But it's from the team, it's from the hot boys, you feel me? It's from the squad, it's from the jungle footballers, like, for real, think about it. The real ones, the original ones, like the young ones. We made this poppin', we made living that life cool, man. We made that exciting, dog. Like, for real. Homage, man. There's a lot of homage that need to be put out, dog. There's a lot of homage that need to be put out. Homage, dog. A lot of homage need to be given, dog. Especially to me and my partner, dog. Like, why y'all think me and my partner don't condone with a lot of y'all? Like, we don't vibe with a lot of y'all. We don't rock with a lot of y'all, because y'all got so many different shifts of y'all paradigm. Y'all principles and morals are so up and down like a shawty skirt on a windy day that we can't rock with y'all. That's why we don't, and we don't care, dog. And it's always been like that. And my partner, man, to be real with you, it's like, in the sense of this universal, you know what I mean? Besides my lady, man, my wifey, dog, like this twin flame type vibe, it, like, we really on that same wavelength. Like, there don't gotta be no type of conversation. Nigga, when we talk, you know what I mean? It's like a kite, man. It's like we just took flight, you heard? Like, for real. In the sense of what I'm trying to tell y'all is, like, this is how you break a curse, man. And what I'm saying is, by him snitching in the paradigm since we was jit, I'm talking about being in the precinct in the manor. This is way back, man. This is like when we about to go into high school type thing, you know what I'm saying? That summer, this nigga snitched in the precinct. He was the first one to go into the room. And when he came out, you gotta understand, we are handcuffs. He come out, you know what I'm saying? They give him a pat on the back, tell him, good job, we're going home. Take the handcuffs off of him. He go through the other room, head down, not saying nothing at all. Now, come on, man. Like, let's be real. If you me, dog, how we really gonna deal with this? Like, how am I really gonna deal with this? Like, you gotta understand, me as a person of doing all this studying of law of attraction and how it really, they got downloaded, like how God just tapped me into his algorithm and downloaded all this information. Like, I'm telling you about this thing being the full moon, because simply this, when I got done, I'm like, man, Lord, for real, because, you know, I'm a thugger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, Lord. Like, what is holding me back from my prosperity? Like, what is it, dog? Like, I know there's something that's holding me back from my prosperity. What's holding me back from my birthright? Something holding me back. And dog, for real, he brought me back to this scene. This exact scene from years ago. It's like I totally forgot about it, dog. And I was like, boom. It's like I had to do this. If you hear this in my voice, it's like I had to do this, dog. And this nigga told. And we got our documents. Like I told you, the words that I'm saying to you, they're for verbatim. They're in the black and white. You get what I'm saying? And I told this nigga that I'm gonna do this because the reason about him too is that, see, he believed in God how church people believe in God. You know what I'm saying? I guess on the outside. And a lot of people ain't believe in God like the way that I do. Like the spirit, like for real thugger, like they believe in it how, like even now, y'all still believe in it not in necessarily the right way. Y'all still serving the wrong God. So I gotta snap, dog. I gotta be Jeremiah. God will rise, you hear me? And he honestly felt some type of way about God. So I told him, dog, before he even went to court, because even peep how he went to court. This was years later. He got off like on that. So guess what? By him snitching at that time, years later, he gonna have to pay for that, dog. God is a God of eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth, bitch. You gonna have to pay for that. That's a debt. That's a debt in the universe. You breaking the code of our morals and principles. So I said, bro, if you get big time, I said, bro, and listen, he went to court with a public defender, so like that was the confidence on it, on top of that. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it's not like he had to go on the court with a public defender, because literally we just got done doing a whole lot of grimas, whole lot of Zach. I am in him. Came up decent. And folk know. So there's paper trail on that. People know that. So I'm just being 1,000 right now. I'm breaking it off. I'm just, airing out right now because I got to free my dog from the dungeon. This is really how you free your dog from the dungeon. A lot of us, y'all got to understand, it's all around the world, dog. It's not just in our city. You know what I mean? In Napa City, Fort Myers, or anywhere like that, there's people that snitch and they walking around and they're alive and they're dead bodies. The reason we call them that because they never gotten this cleansing right here. This is a type of cleansing that they don't get, so they still dead bodies. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I can't rock like that. And I told this nigga I was gonna do this for real. So, you feel me? A lot of y'all claim like y'all real, but y'all not really being real when y'all not facing that. Y'all acting like y'all ignoring that part when y'all know that part. Like, there's no way y'all don't know that part. We've had this conversation with everyone that's close to everyone that's close to him. Everyone that's close to him, we've had this conversation. And it's y'all the ones that's gonna feel some type of way, but I'm the one that's the one with the broomstick, and I'm the one that's told this nigga that I was gonna do this before he even went to go do the bid. So, wham, man, on some real, like, straight up, I'm gonna show you how to break a curse. But I have to spell it out. I gotta spill some of it out. Cause I'm 38, this nigga been holding, by breaking the principles of morals, I gotta clear out the energy, basically, of what this nigga done did, so that way we could get to the prosperity bag, so I can get to my prosperity bag. Now I'm wondering why all this weird stuff, I asked the Lord to make a clear way, a clear view. Man, and if y'all understand how my imagination work right now, man, I'm so tuned in, bitch. It's like a big screen TV when I'm in there at all with my eyes lit and I'm looking up, man, in the spiritual eye vibe, dog. I ain't playing with y'all. I ain't got no time to play with y'all. God ain't got no time to play with y'all. Why y'all think I'm doing what I'm doing? If I didn't know what I'm doing, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Don't you think? Like, for real. I'm walking with confidence, bitch. I'm not even bragging or boasting. I'm boasting in my humility, if anything. But now I need to be clear, dog. I told this nigga I was gonna do this. This nigga felt some type of way about God, and I told this nigga that was gonna bite him in the ass. I told that nigga, man. I told him. And niggas think I totally forgot about this, dog. But y'all niggas need to free y'all niggas from the dungeon. And this is why niggas is really dead. Me and my partner, I'm gonna tell you right now, we ain't, that's why for real, y'all don't really see us hang out like that. But we making a shift, bro. Y'all think that we just dizzled back up on this and that, dog. Nah, I done figured this out, man. Like, for real. Niggas done put trust in me in a whole different way. The streets did that, and I had to figure this out for the streets. They try to dirty my name, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Since that situation of this nigga doing that, that's a curse right there. Since Jits, nigga. Since I was in like 8th grade going to 9th grade summer, bid 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? Nah, dog. And I gotta expose him because that's the only way that he's gonna be free, dog. And y'all niggas know him, and I need y'all to understand this is just some real nigga shit. Nigga Jean Pierre, dog. Firehead. Told this nigga I had to do this, dog. It's the only way that he gonna get free from that bondage he in, that dungeon, man. And I really don't care how nobody feels, dude. Like, for real. Y'all niggas look into your own lives and change your paradigm. Just like I told this nigga, man. Y'all niggas act like y'all afraid to listen to me. For what? When I'm pushing us in the right direction, it's not even saying me telling you to do anything for me. It's for you to do for you. You are the I am. I don't know what y'all tripping for, man. Free your people from the dungeon. Let's see if you got the balls to do that, nigga.